Tip number 1, location, location, location. Hi, I'm Bruce, and for the last 6 months, I've been on a solo motorcycle tour of the Philippines, and I want to share with you my experience of meeting a lot of really nice girls. From this unique experience, I developed 50 tips on how to meet the kind of girls you want to meet in the Philippines. So subscribe to my channel, you just might meet the girl of your dreams.
Hi everybody. So welcome to my first real video giving you helpful tips about how to meet nice girls in the Philippines. So this is number 1. I want to talk to you about an experience I had about a month ago. I was in Dumaguete. Now Dumaguete is a famous place for Westerners to retire in the Philippines, and I was sitting in this coffee shop, pretty large coffee shop, and this American guy sat down next to me and we started chatting, and he said, you know, I've been in the Philippines now for about 3 weeks. I've been trying to find a nice girl to meet and I haven't had any luck. He was pretty discouraged. And I said, hey, look around. Look around this coffee shop. There's like 100 foreigners here and there's like 5 Filipina. The odds are not in your favor here in Dumaguete. And that got to me thinking about the best places and the worst places to actually physically meet a girl in the Philippines. I'm not talking about like bars versus malls versus restaurants versus coffee shops. No, I'm talking about cities, towns, regions that are the best and the worst. So let's start. So the absolute worst place to meet a girl in the Philippines is Angeles City. Okay, so Angeles City is just a big place with a lot of bars. It's a former R&R spot for US military. Okay, I'm not making any judgments. If there are guys who like that kind of place, cool. If there are girls who want to make money that way, more power to them. But it's not my kind of place. And it's not a good place to meet a nice girl, because in Angeles City, people look at you one of 2 ways. One way is, oh, here's one of these pervert foreign guys come to Angeles City to get girls out of the bars. Yeah, they don't like you very much. And then the other group, the other way people look at you is, oh my God, here's a foreigner who's going to be like a walking, talking ATM machine and give me lots of money. Okay, neither one of those are good choices. Is it impossible to find a girlfriend in Angeles? Nah, it's not impossible, but I'd give it a 3 out of 10. The next worst is a place I just mentioned, and it's not a terrible place. It's Dumaguete. So there are a lot of foreigners there. Yeah, you have a lot of competition. And there are also a lot of girls who go to Dumaguete to meet foreigners. Now, one of the problems with Dumaguete and also Cebu is that girls who go to one of these cities to meet guys, Western guys, may not be the nicest girls in the world. They may not have the best and purest motivation. Okay, that's one problem. They may just be looking for money. But in addition to that, they also might be a little bit jaded. Let's face it, a lot of the foreigners who come to the Philippines are not necessarily the nicest guys in the world. They lie to girls all the time. Oh my God, I love you. I want to be your boyfriend. I want to marry you. And then they disappear. Or, oh, I'm going to go to the Philippines. I promise I'm going to be there in 3 weeks. And then they never show up. So they might be a little bit jaded and have a bad attitude because of meeting a lot of bad foreigners in the past. Next, they may be spoiled and start to get a lot of the same attitudes that Western women have. Okay, not as bad as a lot of Western women have, but still, they might start to have the same bad habits. There may be guys who showed up and lavished them with gifts and gave them a lot of money. And, you know, I know people, I know girls who complete strangers have bought them condos. It's crazy. So, yeah, that's another issue with meeting girls in a place like Dumaguete. Number 1, the numbers are against you. Number 2, the women that you meet might be jaded or they might also be spoiled. And so, yeah, I'd give Dumaguete a 5 out of 10. Now, Cebu is a little bit better because it's a bigger city. There aren't quite so many foreigners there compared to locals. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. So it's a little bit better than Dumaguete. And then there's a special area of Cebu that's probably better than both of those, and that's IT Park, because there's like 100,000 girls there working. They're educated, a lot of them are single, and so yeah, I'd give IT Park a 7 out of 10. So it's better than the other two. What about small towns in the Philippines? Small towns in the Philippines aren't a bad place necessarily. Okay, the girls won't be jaded, and they won't probably have a lot of experience, bad experiences, and they won't be spoiled. Probably not. But there are two issues with meeting girls in really small towns. First of all, when you're in a really small town in the Philippines, and I've been in plenty of really small towns, I promise you, you're not looked at like some kind of minor celebrity. You're looked more like a space alien. You're just weird. What is this weird foreigner doing here? A lot of the other places you might go, they might be thinking, wow, he's like a minor celebrity. He's a foreigner. That's so cool. I want to have him on my TikTok, like all my friends have foreigners on their TikTok. That's a good thing. But in a small town, it's more like, wow, this guy's like a weird space alien, and everyone stares at you and follows you around. That's not good. Next, if you're in a small town, the girl that you meet is probably related to half the people there. So, you talk to her for 5 minutes, everyone in the town will know about it. She knows it, so she's probably not going to talk to you. She's going to avoid you because she doesn't want lots of rumors about her spreading around. So, yeah, a small town in the Philippines, okay, it's not terrible, but I'd probably give it a 6. Okay, Manila. Manila's massive. Okay, we'll just talk about all the areas of Manila, like Quezon City and Makati and all the different areas within Greater Manila. Okay, it's not bad, but it's so massive. It's so difficult to get around. You're going to be spending most of your time like in taxis, spending a lot of money for taxis. There's no mass transportation to speak of. It's not a lot of fun. So yeah, I would give Manila a 6 out of 10. Not terrible, but there are a lot better places to be. Where are the best places to meet girls in the Philippines? Those are smaller cities. Places like Bacolod, Tacloban, Iloilo, Davao, Tuguegarao, and all over the country. It doesn't matter where you go to a smaller city. Couple of reasons. Number one, it's a little bit more international. You're not going to be looked at like a space alien. A lot of the women there are there for work or study, so they're more independent. They're away from their families. There's more anonymity because everyone doesn't know them. They're not related to half the people there. They're not super big and unmanageable like Manila or even Cebu. Girls haven't been jaded there. They haven't had bad experiences with guys. They haven't been spoiled. They're genuinely looking for nice guys. And that might be a foreigner and it might be a local guy, but they're looking for nice guys. They're looking for serious relationships. And yeah, they're very nice people and they're very sincere and they don't normally have ulterior motives. So yeah, I would give smaller cities all over the Philippines a 10 out of 10. Those are the best places to meet girls. Nice girls. My suggestion is to choose a city like one of these that I just mentioned or many others. Find a cheap place to stay, hang out there for 3 weeks or a month. And I will give you some very specific methods that I use in future videos, but it won't be expensive. You can eat cheap, you can live cheap, and you can meet a lot of nice girls. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video and happy hunting.
So join me on this adventure. Let's go.